So what is a veterinary behavior specialist? I'm Dr. Ryan, a veterinarian and a veterinary behavior residency graduate. Graduate, not a specialist. Yet. In the veterinary medicine field, we also have other specialities, kind of the same as we have with human medicine. For example, cardiologists or neurologists, ophthalmologists, dermatologists. But do you know how we call a gynecologist? A theriogenologist. Well, actually, they're not exactly like gynecologists because they do much more. And psychiatrists. Well, we don't have psychiatrists. Instead, we have veterinary behavior specialists. Now, you should know that many people use the term behaviorists or animal behaviorists to describe themselves or their profession. But the veterinarian can only use the term behavior specialist if he actually did the specialty and passed all of the different components that are needed. And there are a lot of them. By the way, if some random person uses this term behaviorist or animal behaviorist or anything like that, they can do whatever they want, all legal. If a veterinarian does it and he's not a diplomate, he's not a specialist, he can get into a lot of trouble. There are different colleges around the world for animal behavior, and each of them has some different demands or requirements. I did my residency under the American College of Veterinary Behaviorists at the College of Veterinary Medicine at Purdue University in Indiana. In order to complete a residency, you need to have seen hundreds of cases and have them all supervised and reviewed by someone who is already a specialist. You need to conduct and write a scientific paper and have it published in a peer-reviewed journal. Also, you need to write 3 case reports and have them actually pass review by a group of other veterinary behaviorist specialists, and let me tell you, it's not easy at all. And if that's not enough, after completing all of these things, you also need to take a very long test. And only if you passed all of these things, you will also become a diplomat. You will also become a specialist under the American College of Veterinary Behaviorists. All the residents and all the diplomats are really thriving to make the animal behavior field much more data-based and not just, looking at some dog somewhere or looking at a cat or a horse or exotic animals or zoo animals, because we actually do all of those things. Just look at them and say, I think that they are doing this because of hierarchy or whatever other story you might have heard. No, everything that we do, we try to base on actual scientific facts and study and research. And if something is missing, we try to conduct more studies in that field. We also try to make it more accessible to everyone, so the information that you get is not like fake news, because you might have seen some of my other videos showing how sometimes famous dog trainers are basing their behavior modification techniques on something that they just decided by themselves and is not actual, is not true. And I know that sometimes the treatment that we offer is not as exciting as taking the dog and putting a choke collar on them or correcting them or talking about, well, look, you need to be dominant and all of that. But what can I do? This is medicine. This is science-driven techniques, and all of the rest is not. You know what they say in medicine, first do no harm. So let me know if you have any other questions about what being a diplomat or what being a resident of the American College of Veterinary Behaviorists is, and you can also check their website for more information there. And if you want to see what's not evidence-based techniques, check out this video.